All right, here we go. We got another news break from the CBX, and right now we're gonna talk about three different teams. First of all, we're gonna talk about the Jays from Toronto. I decided to move them out of Toronto. I didn't want to have more than two teams in Toronto. I didn't have just one team. I just wanted one team in Toronto. So I moved the Jays. Uh, and where I was gonna put them in a small little Russian town, which is like when I typed it up on Google, it said the closest Russian Russian town closest to Alaska, the closest one now, and this is what came up, and I am not gonna try to pronounce that name. Anyway, then I said, well, I don't want to get too many teams uh, outside of Canada because it's supposed to be a Canadian uh, dynasty, basketball dynasty, which I'm having a lot of fun doing. But I decided not to do the Western route, so I decided to put a team because I got rid of the Red Raiders out of the Northwest Territories, so I would put another team back in. So I went with um, I've been practicing, so hopefully I got this right. Inuvik. Did I pronounce that properly? Inuvik. Or is it Inuvik? Inuvik. Anyway, that's the city that we picked. Um, and what I decided to do was change the name from Jays to Arctic because they're in what they call the Arctic Circle. So Inuvik is the home of the Arctic. New name for an old team, so they keep all their players. They don't have to they don't have to start over. This is just a team just moving and changing the name. Um, then we have a actual new team that has no players right now because it's a brand new franchise. This is going to be another Alaskan team. We're going to put in Fairbank, and they will be known as the Frost. Now, let's be honest, I'm not crazy about that logo, and I'm gonna be looking to make a change with that down the road, some at one point in time. But I do like the name Alaska Frost. I like the location, and I like the uniforms and everything else. So we're gonna keep Frost, uh, this new team. Unfortunately, there's no way I can make it possible for the new teams to draft first. I can't do that. They just have to go through the lottery, like the other teams that didn't make the playoff. And then we're looking at whew, this third team is not what you would call new. Um, is the skyscrapers from Seattle that I had originally was in the CBX 2. I think they I think they was on the video. I just tweaked their uniforms and got a new logo, but it's basically the same concept. So all I did was just took them from the CBX 2, and I'm gonna move them into the CBX. And because they is going from minor league to major league, so I'm going to release all but two of their players. I'm gonna allow them to take their two best players, and then they have to rebuild the rest. Um, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm getting rid of CBX 2. This was my original plan from the beginning. I was just gonna do it in season 3 and bring the skyscrapers up because if I'm gonna have a franchise in America from a Canadian league, basketball, Seattle would be the place. I mean, it used to have an NBA team, and it don't anymore. So, it makes sense. You know, I mean, putting a team in Seattle makes more sense than putting a team in Alaska, even though it's. So there you go. So that's where I put it. And all three of these teams is going to be in the Western Conference because I'm going to straighten out the conferences, and so that's going to be taken care of. But then I'm pretty sure they're not going to be in the same division though. But anyway, that's it. We got the Arctic, the Frost, and the Skyscrapers. So yes, the league is going to be looking very different from season 1 when we get into season 2. And I can't wait to get to it. But we got to finish off season 1 first. So until the next episode, we will see you, and you have a good one.